Mr. Tokumbo Wahab, are you there?
Thank you very much, sir. Sorry for the technology disruptions here and there. Okay, so BGC had a flooding issue for about 15 years because three houses chose to block the canal that will evacuate the water from VGC to the lagoon that is just behind for 15 years. So we went there 2 weeks ago on a Friday and we did an assessment. We saw it and it was not rocket science. All we had to do was enforce the law by saying, this nuisance blocking my canal, I want to clear it off. And that was what we did. By Sunday, we had opened up the canal that they couldn't do for 15 years. And today, VGC is happy for it. Now, let us go to Ikota. There are 12 villages around Ikota, 12 villages relocated from Morocco. They wrote the governor a petition that this area is now getting flooded on a yearly basis. And we asked questions, why? So 3 years ago, the ministry went there. They saw the nuisance and they told them we have to demolish. There was a drone shot of that pre-COVID period. The whole area was half green. So 4 weeks ago, we now had to go there. What we saw was heart-wrenching. We saw people build on canal. They closed a 10 meters canal into just a 2-meter drainage path. And we said to them, you had the notices before, we will issue you another notice and we shall enforce the law. And painfully, we had to do that. Doing that by opening up the canal path for public good. And that was a video that was trending, that we went to Ikota to bring down houses. No, we went to remove nuisances on our drainage paths. So these are things that we had to do for public good. People know what they do when they chose to brazenly, the typical Nigerian way, do something that is unlawful and believing that they can get away with it without consequences. It's unfortunate that we have to do what we have to do, but for public good, we have to implement the law. Now, you spoke about markets. The state of our market the past 3, 4, 5 weeks was not something that we're happy about. We serve them notices also so that they have to clean up the environment. Markets are very critical for each and every one of us. I mentioned something about cholera outbreak or health hazard. The easiest place to kickstart it is in our marketplaces. What we saw around the market at Abule Egba, around Oyinbo Market, around Alaya Biagba, were things that we're not happy about. And after the notices expired, we had to enforce, we closed them down. We gave them a checklist of all they had to meet. Some of them within a week, we went there, we verified, and we opened. Even Ladipo Market, for about 2 weeks, were shut down because the filthiness around Ladipo was so bad that even their members were thanking the state government for coming in to intervene. So last week, at about this time last week, the famous Mile 12 market, dealing with perishable goods, we visited them some days before. We told them our concerns, but they thought the typical government way is a joke. We went there and we shut it down. And in fairness to them, within 48 hours, they worked around the clock. And we went on the weekend, I think on the Sunday, and we opened. The same thing applied. So when I hear people throw up the ethnic slants, I laugh because I don't see color, I don't see your tribe, I don't see your ethnicity. I see you as an individual. I see the law I must enforce, and I must enforce it with all sense of modesty, fairness, justice, and equity towards everybody. So when it was the time for Alaba International, there were served notices, but they failed to abate the nuisance. So on Sunday, we had to enforce, starting with the one, trade fair, and then between midnight of Sunday to Monday, we had to do the Alaba International Market. And I had people call me, threatening that the earth will be let loose. And I asked them, it's okay. So for me, we have to do this job and do it fairly and do it well. So it's fine.